Alright, next up we've got 3 lifts. We're going to watch all of these. Um, I guess we're going to start with the deadlift and work our way backwards. But um, yeah, so this is our lifter's first competition, and he's looking for feedback on just technique mostly. All the lifts were pretty easy for him. Around RPE 8 or 9, he left quite a bit in the tank. So let's go ahead and watch this, and we'll see what we can see. So I'll skip us ahead just a little bit here. Looks like we've got all 3 attempts in the same shot. So the last attempt is the important one. So we'll skip up to that one. Not bad. I would like to see. I'd like to see a little bit more tension generated in the bottom. In particular, the tension in the lats, just tightness in that bottom position. We have a video on our main YouTube channel that talks about using your lats in the deadlift. Check that out. You're doing not a bad job of it, but it's a thing that can always be improved on, and for you I think it could be a fairly significant improvement just to get tighter in that bottom position, because the weight's fairly easy for you, and I think if you could get tighter, then I mean that is displaying strength in the deadlift. Just getting tighter, you're going to find this weight feels a lot lighter to you. But that's a solid attempt. I don't see anything that I would consider to be a technical error. The tightness thing is a technical improvement maybe, but it's not necessarily an error. Let's move on to the bench press, and again we're going to skip ahead toward your last attempt here. The bench looks fairly solid from what I can see. I don't really see anything that's that I would consider a technical error. I think your bar path is good. It's kind of like tightness. It's a thing that can typically be improved on a little bit. Just coming back toward the rack. You do this already. You can see that as the bar comes off your chest, it comes back toward the rack, which is exactly what you want to happen. It just needs to happen a little bit more, but it's not even a thing that you really need to worry about or even focus on. Just keep lifting weights, keep getting stronger, and that you're going to get some technical refinement as you go. To some extent, you know, it just takes time, and it has to take time. So this is solid. Solid bench attempt. Looks again, like you said in your email, there's definitely some left in the tank on that one. So let's go on and check out your squat. Not bad. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really have much complaint for this one. I mean, it's not necessarily the way that I squat or the way a lot of people, the way a lot of powerlifters squat, because you definitely go full range of motion on it. Um, that's not a problem, and you seem to manage it well. You don't lose tightness or anything, which is a common problem that you see when people do that. So it's a style that maybe I don't do, maybe I wouldn't necessarily choose, but it's not wrong, and it's definitely a thing that is working for you, and you execute it well, which is the important thing. It's more of a high bar style, which is, again, totally fine. That's honestly, I'm finding more and more powerlifters competing that way at a very high level. It's just a matter of looking. What's going to be an issue for you is the chest fall issue. And you see this a little bit, and again, this isn't a technical issue. It's just what happens when the weight gets heavy. You can see that your hips come up a little bit and your torso angle increases just as you come out of the hole. That just indicates that it's heavy more than anything else. You need to keep doing your quad work. Keep doing the quad work that's in your program, especially single leg work, especially front squats, stuff like that. Keep developing those quads. That's a huge. I mean, it's squatting. Like, of course, quads are important. So keep developing that. Be mindful that that's your tendency, is to have a little bit of chest fall. So in your program, make sure that you're fighting against that. You're trying to keep your chest up. You're trying to get those hips through early. So keep that stuff in mind. That's really the only thing that I see. And again, that's not really a technical error. That's just, so you'll go back to the gym, you'll do your quad work, you'll do this technical work, you'll keep squatting, you'll get stronger, and the same thing is going to happen. It'll just be with more weight, and that's okay. And that's why it's an indicator, not necessarily of a technical error, but just the indicator of, you're reaching close to your limit. Like you said, though, I still wouldn't call this a max lift. That's a solid second attempt, I would say. But that's true of all your lifts. But at any rate, congratulations on the competition as a whole. It's good to kind of get in there and get on the platform and put something together. I'm glad you had a good time with it. You made 8 out of 9 lifts, and the only miss was due to just a command thing. So getting comfortable with the commands is, part of the meet experience. So congratulations. Hope you get back on the platform soon. Let me know if I can do anything else to help you.